once this damn thing starts.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast.
Morning, Wendy.
In my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now.
Listen now.
Every morning I wake up to the
I
sound.
got my top high. REITs.
My heart starts to pound.
Steve went over
Daily
REITs.
stock pick trading podcast in
Huh.
my ears.
Morning, Josh. I'm getting my coffee. I gotta go out there and get it. I'll be right back.
Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in
Okay, we got
daily, don't
AI
miss a
traction.
single show.
Good morning,
Sign
Cam,
up for the
Jennifer.
newsletter,
Vacation.
let us help you grow.
And scene. I was just kind of going over. I mean, it feels like it. Why are you bumping into the damn door? Dogs are bumping into the door. Into consumer health apps. By the way, Diamond Hands. And we are, just so you know, me and MK are designing coffee mugs with, you could pretty much ask us. I think the company's called Fourth Wall. And so we're not going to sell them at a huge like markup or anything like that. But you could pretty much ask us what you want on the coffee cup, and Larry, we'll put it on there for you. You know, you can use one of these thumbnails that we've got. Any one of these thumbnails, if you like Cruise Director Gary, if you like Mountaineer Gary, if you like Professor Gary, if you like the stock market's gonna crash Gary. If you like Black Friday, Gary. If you like bull riding, Gary. Professor Gary again, a different one. Suited Gary. Jumping for joy, Gary. Whatever picture and whatever words. I mean, Dipor is going to be on there. And don't listen to a douche. I think there's this. Yeah, we only have one thing up there right now. And that's it. Don't listen to a douche on the internet. I like it, but we'll put stuff up there, but that's the store if you ever want to go. And the coffee mug is $13.55. I think that's like we make $1 off of that, but we'll do t-shirts too. And they allow us to put whatever logo and stuff we have on there. So
ask them if they want personalized or not.
yeah, if you want personalized, just email me. Yeah, Trendspider, the renewal, it's fun. They're great, but it's funny because I went, Larry, I think this was 2021 or 2022, somewhere in that neighborhood. I had signed up and I was paying monthly. I was paying, I think, $80 a month for Trendspider back in 2020. And so in 2020, they had a Black Friday sale. And I said, oh, okay, Black Friday, I'm in. And so I signed up for the Black Friday sale. And then in 2022, they delayed their Black Friday sale until after, because they had such a big response to the first one. And I was still a paying customer back then. And so in 2022, I had to renew. I went 2 weeks without Trendspider, and absolute hell. I mean, just absolute freaking hell. And I think I messaged down here in the bottom right. There is a message corner. Contact us. And I messaged them and I told them, I said, I don't care what it is, blah, blah, blah. And by, I think it was December 2022. Maybe it was January 2023. I'm not sure. But I got a call from a gentleman named Braden from Trendspider. And he said, hey, you're getting a lot of people signing up for Trendspider. I'm like, yeah, it's a great tool. He's like, well, how would you like to become an affiliate? And if you've ever seen the Seinfeld episode where Kramer gets the offer from the coffee shop about unlimited free coffee, that was me. And when they offered me free Trendspider, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And then he's like, no, you get commission too. And I'm like, oh, really? I don't care. Honestly, I can't live without it. And I think, Larry, you renewing that one, it kind of, everybody that renews kind of points it out that when you try something else, it just doesn't work the same. It doesn't give you the same feeling. It doesn't give you the same triggers. It doesn't give you the same comfort in knowing exactly what you're going to buy. But it does take a lot of work. And to get used to it, it takes that level of just, hey, I've got to buy this. But, you know, with green today, I mean, buying NVIDIA under $200, we saw Taiwan Semi up there, just crazy revenue in October. Guess what they're building? NVIDIA. NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom, up 3%. Palantir, up 3%. I said, hey, if this one gets near 160, buy it. Did I buy it as it got down to a low of 168? No, I didn't. I'm still skeeved out by the valuation of it. So, but it's interesting. Okay.
Larry.
MK says, Larry, everyone back from vacation, Arizona, Nevada, California. That's crazy. Jersey. That's a long trip. Did you go for the Tesla down to... There were a lot of Tesla influencers that I followed that went down there. Morning, Paulo. Morning, Alex. Larry. It's going to be a good day in the market. We got earnings this week. We'll go over. I haven't even looked at this article. I was just like, okay, let's see if we can find something in Seeking Alpha. Open with, what's this one? Oh. To quote Charlie Munger, smart men go broke three ways: liquor, ladies, and leverage. I mean, that's the truth. And MicroStrategy, yeah. If you want leverage, MicroStrategy it. And with Ethereum, it's BMNR. Now, this is a great video. Wealth Adventures. He's great. I forget his name, but he's fantastic. And he goes over TQQQ, and that's why we're going to quote Charlie Munger with leverage. 15 of the most impressive. There's going to be not a lot of Seeking Alpha information in this episode. Just so you know, we're going to focus on kind of the technicals. So NVIDIA, great buy. Oklo, no revenue. They report. We'll go over CrowdStrike. And buying the dip on Meta, I will be, because you can see that one. Great value or cheap. Are you buying the dip on any of this stuff? I mean, just, again, it doesn't feel comfortable, but Open Door. I like this particular thread about the warrants. I liked it. And Eric Jackson, by the way, was on the Compounded Friends. So that's Eric Jackson. Yeah. Waymo's here in Atlanta, just so you know, Jersey. I don't know. Let me see. I've got the Waymo app. Let me see if I can pull up a Waymo here in where I live. I don't think they're out this far yet. I know I can order it in Uber. Waymo's in Atlanta now. Only available on Uber. Oh, I have to call it on Uber. So I have to call Waymo on Uber. Okay. Autonomous vehicle settings. By the way, if you didn't see it, Tesla is offering rental cars now for $60 a day, I think. Okay, I guess I can't order an autonomous car. It will just services, ride, rental cars. I haven't been over here in a while into the Uber app. Oh, my new network is 10 stops away. I ordered the Amazon Eero network. I had what's called a Plume network, and one of the pods died, and I was Plume is a device that Comcast uses it as their service, blah, blah, blah. I was a beta tester for a lot of their like new stuff. Because let's just say there's a fan of me at Plume. Hey, would you like network devices? Sure. But one of the pods, and they're no longer focused on the consumer. So, hey, I need a new pod. Yeah, we don't have them. That'll be $400. I don't want to pay $400 for a new pod with a service that was marginal at best. And I will tell you, Plume, my thought of Plume as a network, and again, if you order like home networking stuff from Amazon, AT&T, any of your cable or internet companies, those are Plume devices. And what's interesting about those is they use AI to actually optimize your network. So it was good. The problem was when I ran into problems and the network started slowing down, the AI wouldn't let you troubleshoot. And so I was constantly annoyed with, okay, I can't get to this site, but when I log off the network and use the mobile network, I get directly to the site. And when I asked for help, I said, is it a DNS issue? Is it blah, blah, blah? And again, I'm probably a little more technical than most, but it was just, I get stonewalled, and they'd say they literally monitored my network, and they saw every website I went to, and they were like, well, this website that you went to, you saw a latency and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, holy crap. It's kind of scary, but we were beta testers, so who cares? NVIDIA will go over because Taiwan Semi, 17% year over year. And you're telling me there's a bubble? Well, probably still a bubble. E-commerce, year over year. We're seeing gold spike. Why? Nobody cares about the deficit. Kind of the same thing I've told you over and over and over again. Nobody cares about the deficit. So, you're going to see these types of headlines. you're going to see them more and more and more. This is Ryan Dietrich. There he is. Ryan Dietrich. I like Ryan Dietrich. Bears have come out to play. Only 3 times in history. I mean, he'll point it out for you. We're going to go look at the CNN Fear and Greed Index, because I like this one. And FYI, we're still in extreme fear. So if you think you've missed the rally, you haven't missed the rally. But, you know, we don't know if it's a rally. We have no idea. But you got $2,000 tariff checks coming. Guess what happened the last time we got welfare from Trump? It was called COVID. You're getting welfare again. And we'll go over Trendspider because I put out a newsletter yesterday. This was a good newsletter. Ooh, where's the... There, what happened? We'll just bonus podcast. Oh, why did... Okay, it's not even pausing. F you. F you, Substack. I can't even pause it. Let's see how Apple's up 0.67. IREN, yes, that's one of Eric's picks. Cypher, I think, is another one. I mean, he's in all those. But what's great about this particular compound episode, I haven't listened to it yet. I've just listened to some of the highlights, like that one. He talks about, listen, this is a guy who has been pretty consistent in finding great stocks. Carvana, the dude made like 10,000% on Carvana, and he's pounding the table on others. And so, you know, for me, yeah, I'll take $10,000, throw it in there. And if it turns into $1 million, I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But should I do scans? Nah, you know what? We're not going to scan. I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'm going to hit record. So you've got, hit the thumbs up button. I don't have my iPad with me, so I can't even look. Don't go get it. I won't pull it up anyway.
Okay.
I never pull it up. But let me see. You know what? Let me pull up here. Let's go over to YouTube. And I'll go to... Oh, I have 4. Oh, that's just... View your channel. Let's see. Okay, we're live now. Let's see the live. Oh. 32 people watching, 14 thumbs up. Now there's 15. Girlfriend's awesome. Girlfriend's awesome. She's a... Veterans Day Challenge from my Apple Watch. Earn this special award by doing any workout of 11 minutes or more on Veterans Day. I'll walk around my kitchen island for 11 minutes. Florida. I love Florida. I really do like Florida. Okay, let's see. It's not, Lisa. You're from Arizona. You're in the panhandle of Florida. I guarantee you it is right now here in Atlanta, 33 degrees, feels like 14, I think, because we've got severe winds with wind chill. So, yeah, exactly, Lisa. Not to mock you, but by the way, let's look at the after hours. Where's the market going? So we have gapped up. You can see this is the close on Friday, November 7th, and that was the support right at 611. Where did we get 611? Let's go and look where 611 kind of came from. We're going to pull off the hours right there. Where did 611 is on 5 minute, so it must have been on the 5 minute candle where we put 611. Let's just pull back. Where was 611 at? Oh, there we go. That was from October 20th, where you saw a step up. Boy, don't those horizontal lines look incredibly familiar? Because if you pull up the after hours, where did we pull back to on Friday? And this is an 8 a.m. 9. Let's see, that's an 8 a.m. candle. That's just a bad candle. But boy, where did you fly up to? 611. And now where are we getting to? Let's go back and let's just look at a 5 minute candle where we saw 611, because you've got pretty much a roadmap for the way up, because you've got gaps all over the place. Where's the next gap up that I can see? Right here, 622. Let's see where you're trading in pre-market. QQQ 619. Oh, that gap is way too far up. No, that ain't too far. As Robin Quiver says, Jacob, 3 inches is fine. She's the co-host of the Howard Stern Show, so you can imagine what that is in reference to. But yeah. Oh, there's my washing machine going off. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, now we're going to get some coffee. And I don't like how my screen brightens up like that. Okay. But charts, I mean, charts are just, it's funny because somebody commented on a Reddit post that I posted with the 4-hour algorithm or something, and they said, yeah, charts are astrology for men. Fucking astrology. I mean, here's the thing. Astrology is so general that it makes you think that it works, okay? Charts, not general in any retrospect, but I can make a good guess that is highly relevant, that it comes out to, again, charts tell a story. Astrology tells a story. So you want a story that can make you money? It's called a chart. So that's why it is. Okay. Yeah. Morning, Chris. Welcome back. I hope your pool is closed, Chris, because it is 33 now down here in Atlanta. Although I can tell you in New Jersey, it was actually warmer at my parents' house. Let's see. My parents in Monroe Township, it is 52. It's 33 down here. And down at the beach, it's 54. Let's see where my... do I need to stop? No. Diamond. A woman named Diamond is delivering my my Amazon package. She looks sweet. And I think you guys got a northeaster. By the way, if anybody sold last week, I mean, do I need to buy you this coffee cup? We've been going over everything. Okay, let's get started. Let's do some calisthenics. You know why? We gonna make a lot of money today. We're gonna make no power. Ooh. No power is the worst. I mean, talk about getting like just. I say this all the time. I could go out and I could live off grid for a certain amount of time, but I don't want to. Tesla's up 2%. Let's see what's the big mover in the core portfolio right now? It's Hood at 135. Probably should be buying more. I've got an alert set up. It's Shopify at 158. It will get back to that one. I mean, just here you go. Were you buying along this trend line? I mean, that's charts. Let's see, Nvidia entering any of these. Buy. Palantir entering any of these. Buy. IBIT. I'll buy when it tells me to buy more IBIT. You know, I bought it 63. It's at 60. I bought it 64. It's at 60. I bought it 66. It's at 60. I'm okay with that. Taiwan Semi at 293. Anywhere into these territories, I'm buying. Cleveland Cliffs. I mean, this one, you know, buying back here at $7 in June and getting to $15 by October. Good company with good products, with good profits and good management. Google, buying at the 174 back in June. 279, pretty damn good gain. Tesla, you know, got you out. It's up 3%. Entering under 415, I'm buying. Okay, when the 4-hour algorithm is in this area, I'm buying. XLK up 1.87%. Again, 4-hour algorithm got me out. Entering into this territory, I'm buying. Charts tell a story. And if you just literally put some lines across, where do I get these lines? They're from previous pullbacks. And I identify areas. So, yeah, it's not that hard. Okay, let me hit record now. I will ignore you. I assume talks nicely amongst yourselves. And I'm gonna pull this volume back here. What's interesting is nobody's holding from down here. Everybody sold for profit down here already. That just goes back to April. Everybody's holding up here. Guess where price will probably go and stay? Up here. Okay. Here we go. Good morning. It is Monday, November 10th. I am going to get an Amazon delivery of a new network device while I'm on. So you may hear Penny go absolutely nuts. We got a big show for you today. It's going to be chart heavy. Why? Trendspider's having their Black Friday sale. It is ongoing. The actual yearly price didn't change. It's just the trial price that changed, but the yearly price does change on 11/17, so 7 days from now. So take advantage of this offer. We will go over that. We will go over some of the catalysts that happened over the weekend, like reopening the government, like $2,000 stimulus check, like 50-year mortgages. There's a lot. And FYI, the CNN Fear and Greed Index, have you looked at it? And then we're going to go over stocks because there's a lot of breaking news. There's a lot of things that are out there, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things that I think you can take advantage of. Markets are up. You know, here's what I did over the weekend. I looked at charts, and you see this chart right on, and I posted a newsletter, okay? Charting Your Investing Edge. This is a newsletter. I could have easily made this a paid newsletter and gone into more depth than what I did, because I think anyone listening to this show should have a technical trading tool like Trendspider, okay? This isn't a course. This is my take. The top 5 reasons you should be using technicals. And then I go into the top 5 indicators that you can use The top 5 reasons to use charts, and then the top 5 indicators to use. It's a very simple 5-minute read, okay? A little video, it is a podcast. And one of the top indicators to use is actually price. I probably don't focus on this enough, but here's Oscar Health, okay? We've had a pullback in the healthcare companies. Why? Because Trump says they charge too much, they make too much money. Oh, shocking. You know, think about healthcare. Healthcare needs to make the way they make money is by either cutting services or charging you more, one or the other. So this is Oscar. I love the price slider, okay? The most traded price since the IPO on the average cost of every buyer since IPO are lined up around $14.70. Guess what? You know, you can buy this one under, I think, 14. We'll look at this chart, but it's literally telling you the point of control since IPO is $14.70. You want to buy under that VWAP, volume weighted average price. It's another technical strategy that you can use. Now here on QQQ, I use the slider, the volume slider. I pulled it back to April 10th, which was around the low. Okay, see these things on the right-hand side? Those are called volume shelves. The more volume, the bigger the line is from the right to the left, the more likely it is to hold. So the support levels, okay, it's not exact, but you can get good ideas. If we had broken 590, 600 on the Qs, boy, the next control probably would have been 578 because the 200-day is right there. Again, technical term. But the MACD seems to have recorrected itself. The RSI is coming off an oversold territory at 35. Again, technicals. And I'm no technical expert, but I love this because this tells me, hey, we may be getting ready for a move up. And I like it. And let's go look at Oscar because, again, you can use the volume weighted average price. You can use the 4-hour algorithm, but you can also use that slider and say, okay, since the last dip, since 1424, where are people holding? Well, there's the $13. Where are we trading in pre-market? 1621. So you want this one under 14. Well, that 13.15 might be a better buy. But again, if you get under that $14, maybe it's worth your risk reward. Again, technicals help with things like this. We went over technicals last week on AMD. I put out a weekly chart and I said, hey, do technicals matter? Are we seeing a pattern? Well, the first time the RSI got up there, we dipped, saved you a 66% slide. The next time we got up to a new high, you saw the MACD at a high, you saw the RSI at the same level, 82. And boy, we had a 40% pullback, even more during the April pullback. Now, this, you know, it didn't rise. If you had bought here at 152 thinking, oh, the MACD is on the oscillator, the RSI is at 55, were you okay? No, you still had a lot of room. You didn't have a trigger. You didn't have a catalyst. We were in tariff hell. Well, what happened last week? We got earnings from this one, okay? AMD. Well, it pulled back. If you pull back to that 164 and cover that gap, that's a 37% reduction. You're at 241 right now. Now, you did pull back to this 227. So if you wanted to buy, maybe it made sense to buy. Again, technicals matter. And Trendspider, they're having their Black Friday sale. And you can get trials. Last week, it was $1 to try it out for 2 weeks. You could have done that. This week, it's $5. Yeah, shocking. Skip lunch at Chipotle today, okay? Go and get your 2-week trial for $5 of Trendspider. What do? You go to Linktree, linktr.ee/daily stock pick, or any of the links down below on any platform. I have it linked on every platform. And then check out this, okay? I point people towards this advanced tier. Why? You get 52 trainings per year. So the formula that you're going to use if you don't know technicals and you want to learn them is you're going to take 6420 times 12. Okay? Then you're going to divide that by 52. It's about $15, just under $15, I can tell you. That gives you 1 week every week for the next year of trainings with a product expert on Zoom one-on-one. So you can ask questions like, hey, this volume weighted average price, how do I do that in Trendspider? Another great tool from Trendspider is setting up a scanner. Okay, these scanners are amazing. You can literally type in here using AI what you want it to scan for. I have it email me every morning at between 7 and 7:30 because that's around the time when I'm looking at charts. You can schedule it for 6 a.m. You can schedule it for 5 a.m. if you want one of the traders. But again, Trendspider is fully customizable to work for you on your time frame, on your timeline, whatever you want. Try it out for 2 weeks. I suggest the annual plan. Why do I suggest the annual plan? Well, here's the thing. It's a big lift. It's a software program. And if you're adding on top of it the fact that you have to learn technicals, it's a bit of a lift. So it will take you more than 2 weeks to actually learn it and put it into your system. So I like it. I like it a lot. And I use this constantly. Constantly. This is one of my clear tools. Now, another tool that I use is Seeking Alpha. And they have a bundle coming up. But I don't want you to order this today, okay? I want you to find one of the links, okay? If you have Linktree, you can go and look at it. Just bookmark this second link because this is a bundle between it's the bundle of premium and alpha picks. And I want you to bookmark it. But I don't want you to order it today. Why? Because they're coming out with a Black Friday sale, and it's going to save you more money this week. So I'd like you to check it out. I don't know what day. Between you and me, maybe Wednesday. But again, they're having a Black Friday. I want to save you money on this stuff because the perfect tool set that I have is Trendspider and the Seeking Alpha bundle. And yes, you can get more with Pro. Doesn't come with alpha picks. It actually comes with the Pro Quant. I'm not a fan of this because the price point and the Pro Quant is actually an equal weighted portfolio and a lot more work. I think the sweet spot is premium with alpha picks. Once, once on the 1st, once on the 15th. We're going to get a new pick next week. I think it's next week or this week. I don't know when the 15th falls, but if it falls on the weekend, it's on the next Monday. And I've gone and I've scalped this one for quite a bit. You can go and look at the Daily Stock Pick newsletter, okay? I have scalping sessions where I just buy a ton of the stock and then I decide, okay, I'm going to get out here. So again, that's the toolkit. Do not miss the Black Friday sales. They will be going on all this week. I just want you to think about that. Now let's get back to the markets because we've talked about this dip thing. We got a few catalysts over the weekend, if you didn't hear. We were promised $2,000 tariff checks. Boy, how's that not a tax? I think that adds into the Supreme Court decision because if you say, hey, you're going to get a $2,000 tariff check, but not if you make too much money, how's that not a tax on people where you're taking in money and you're actually giving it back to the... Seems like a tax. But again, if you want to see the market fly a little... Start making those tariffs illegal because they're going to have to figure something out. The reason gold's up today is because the deficit will never get paid. So again, alternative assets like crypto, like gold, I think those are good. But will you be buying the dip? Because last week there was a lot of panic. Don't lose faith in November. Let's go back to QQQ because I want to show you the chart. Okay? I talked about this, that maybe in November, we should be buying TQQQ. Well, when you take a look at the monthly chart, we haven't had a down candle, a red candle since March. Okay? April was up 1.67. That looks like a huge move. No, it was up 1.67 because it was down for half the month. That's the way November looks. We're down almost 4%, 3.96%. Today in pre-market, you're up 1.5. So we're cutting that almost in half. Almost, not quite. But that's the way this April candle looks. We were way down. The low, 402. The high, 479. It didn't finish over March. Again, I don't think we're going to finish over October with the high at 637. The high this month is 635. So to get a green candle, we'd have to go over 635. I don't think that's going to happen. But do I think we bounce around? Yes. Do I think this is the start of a bull market? Yes. Why? You got $2,000 stimmy checks. You got a 50-year mortgage. And you have a government shutdown of basically being brought back on. So you're going to get a bunch of data. And I argue we're going to get the December rate decrease as well from the Fed. So there's three things. The economy, which we'll go over, because e-commerce sales up, expected holiday sales up. So that's good. Then you've got earnings. They're coming in really good. Okay, the S&P 500 earnings are up, which pushes that multiple down, which I went over last week. And then you've got don't fight the Fed. You'll hear about that. Well, here you go. There's lots of panic, but don't lose faith in November. The S&P up 10% year to date, which we are heading into November. November higher 13 of the last 14 years. So if you bought the dip on this month, maybe you'll do good. The final 2 months of the year are higher 16 times in a row. Okay, 16 times in a row. Pull out more, because here you go. The President of the United States just announced a $2,000 dividend to the American citizens that are not high income. Stocks and Bitcoin only know to go higher when stimulus. Twitter timeline was filled with people saying, hey, I took the stimulus during COVID and now I am a millionaire. Buy my course. That's what's going to happen when you start putting money back into the system. It juices the economy. When the economy gets juiced, guess what gets juiced? It's the stock market. So the last time Trump gave welfare, and make no mistake, that COVID stuff, it was welfare. This is welfare as well. You saw what happened. Remember, Trump wants to end the filibuster. He was big on sending trillions of dollars of stimulus in the past. He clearly wants his presidency to be about something today, not tomorrow. And the stock market, he is we've seen, heavily focused on it. So if you're betting against it, you're betting against Trump. Just putting it out there. And I'm ready for the market to be open. Yesterday, finally getting a real pullback. Sellers yesterday. 2K tariff dividend checks over the weekend. Again. And then you've got the CNN Fear and Greed Index. I go over this all the time. Warren Buffett said, be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. We're down in extreme fear. Are you buying? No, because you're afraid. And it doesn't mean you buy every time and you just go out and do this. Again, using technicals to find a strategy that works. And so when I look at QQQ and I look at my 4-hour algorithm and I say I am interested in buying this, when am I buying it? Well, I'm going to buy it on the 4-hour algorithm. So let's go and look at the 4-hour algorithm right now. We can run this right on the 4-hour algorithm. Maybe I have to pull up a different one. Maybe VOO. Let's see if it works on VOO. It's kind of stuck. There we go. Of course, now I stop recording and it pulls up. We're going to pull that up. So here you go. QQQ. It got me out last week. Did I get out? No. Why? Because I simply add to this one when the 4-hour algorithm tells me to. It wins 36% of the time. But you know what? If you buy and hold, you make 72%. So what am I doing? I'm setting up a staircase. I'm setting up a dollar cost average, adding to it over time. When I start selling and I start trimming, I look at weekly candles. Have we lost any of this momentum? No, we haven't. And then I go to monthly candles and I say, have we lost any of the momentum? No, we haven't. So when QQQ tells me, hey, I think you should buy on the 4-hour algorithm, I will buy more. It's my strategy, not yours. Create your own. Get Trendspider. Use the Weinstein strategy. Use the Turtle strategy. They have tons of strategies out there. If you sign up for the yearly plan, you get my 4-hour algorithm. It has worked for me. And you hear me mention Ryan a lot, okay? Ryan has a ton of data. The bears outnumber bulls. Historically, that's where you've wanted to buy. Only 3 times in history have the bears outnumbered the bulls by 10% or more. 1990, 2008, 2022. All were bear markets and bad for investors. It could happen this year, yet stocks are up nicely, the most hated rally ever. Hard to say exactly. But again, are we heading into a bear market? Maybe. This may be a bubble. You're just not sure. But Ryan manages $7 billion of funds. $7 billion. There are many reasons to think this bull market has a lot longer to go. He is saying, hey, it's still accelerating and it could last 3 to 5 years. So if you're worried about the market, again, make your decisions. Nobody's ever going to tell you the market is going to do this and be right 100% of the time. You have to take some risk in order to get the reward. And if you're saying, well, cash isn't risky, go and look at inflation. Go and look at the percentage that they're paying you on interest. Even high interest yield savings account are losing to inflation. Okay? Now he points out it's 1929 still, at least. Whenever they say this, stocks typically go higher. Trump is pushing up towards a crash. It could be 19. Yes, it could be. But most likely it isn't. And is that an indicator? I don't disagree with this. I agree with it. I think he's putting more money into, he's juicing it up for the current period. And at some point in time, the debt comes due. That's it. And gold and silver surge as the U.S. debt worries overshadow shutdown optimism. Again, gold seems to be a pretty good hedge now. But we went over the economy. E-commerce sales surged in October amid generative AI push and heavy promotions. Now I want to go over a stock that is in the core portfolio that I personally own. And this is a strategy that I use. And it's not anything like brilliant or oh my God, savior. And I've used this ever since December of last year. I saw this high, it pulled back, and I said, are we going to use this as resistance? Well, by May, I knew it was support. So I would buy whenever it got down towards that 96 or below, or right below. Okay? And when it got up to that 105, I sold. Why? 4-hour algorithm got me out here with a 5% gain. Then it got back up there and it got me out with a 4% gain. But whenever it touched that 105, I was trimming. I wasn't in and out of this stock. And when I trim, it's stocks that I bought a long time ago, back here in 2022, back here in 2020. Again, Walmart is a place I shop. This particular algorithm for the past 41 years, okay? 41 years. Walmart. We're going to take this back. Not 19. We're going to take it back to 1985, okay? To quote the Somerset. Let's take this back to January 1985. Look at Walmart in November. It wins 71% of the time. And its mean change, 3.67 in the month of November. It's the best month yet. So I was buying in October. Why? I brought this up. 4-hour algorithm got me in. I thought it was a $100 stock. And the 4-hour algorithm got me in back here in September at 97. You damn well bet I bought. Was it like a 6, 7, 8% gain? I think it wound up, yeah, I have it in my notes. A very nice 8% gain. That's it. And I wasn't trying to kill it. It's a stock that I don't mind holding. And then you get news like this and boom, e-commerce is up. Amazon, way up 1.49% in the pre-market. And you think semiconductors are dying? Taiwan Semi, who makes all the semiconductors, make no mistake, this is the manufacturer of semiconductors. Their October revenue rose 17% year over year. They produce chips for Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Broadcom. Again, these are the guys that do it. The quant rating in Seeking Alpha has it as a strong buy. It's been a strong buy forever. Okay, it was a strong buy way back here last year at this time at 190. You're trading at 286. It's number 2 out of 67 in the semiconductor. What's number 1? Micron. And this has been a strong buy for a very long time as well, since 124, just back in July. It's trading at 240 right now. You've doubled your money just since July. So again, using the tools that you have in front of you. That's why I say the best tools I have in front of me are Trendspider and Seeking Alpha. Now let's just go over. You think it's a bubble. But NVIDIA just asked Taiwan Semi to increase its wafer production by 50% for Blackwell. Why? Because people are ordering it. That's it. And we've got NVIDIA earnings. I am very nervous that NVIDIA's earnings, which are coming up on November 20th, that NVIDIA could be in for a little bit of a fall. Why? Because if you look at NVIDIA, it is cheaper than it has been in the past. But when you look at their growth, their year-over-year revenue growth is 71%. Say this comes in, it's a $4 trillion company. Say this comes in with year-over-year growth at 65%. What happens? That stock price gets hit. Even though that revenue growth year-over-year is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's look at the other close to $4 trillion companies. Microsoft, 15% year over year. Okay? Apple, which is another one, 6% year over year. And you're telling me that NVIDIA is growing 71% year over year and the stock is going to go down? Well, probably. Even though Wall Street says that it's worth $229. That's a 222% forward if it actually reaches it. Now it's ranked number 12. We just went over the number 1 and 2, Micron and Taiwan Semi. So again, you pick what's in your portfolio. That's the key. And Mike is telling you, I warned you, Cypher would move up. It will take Oklo next. This is basically child's play. And the top 3 growth performers of 2025, Iron, up 535%. I own this one. Oklo, I won't touch this one, up 431%. Oklo has no revenues. We'll go over that in a bit. Cypher up 346%. I am getting into that one. It's on my watch list. I will buy it. Now here, Shai goes over, here's the electricity value change. Which one are you going to buy? Are you going to buy any of them? Go and do your research. Understand what you're buying. When you see something like this, use tools like Seeking Alpha and Trendspider to actually value these out. Nobody's going to give you, or if you're managing your own portfolio, if you follow somebody and then they say this is what you should do, or you pay for their tweets, or you pay for that service, you are stuck because you're not learning exactly why you're investing in those. I've never been a fan of that. And again, Mike Alfred bringing up Open Door. Open Door, did you buy the dip? Because Mike did. He filled at 485, 490, and 495. And then, by the way, over the weekend, 50-year mortgages announced. This is at $6.82. Did you buy the dip? I didn't. I want this one under 5. Did I buy it? No. I didn't feel like the risk reward was there. But the low on Friday was $5.25. Mike seemed to get this one at $4.85, $4.90, and $4.95. Again, he's been pouring a lot of money into this. Do not try to come here later and tell me I got lucky when he's making $5 million on this investment. Again, he's taking the risk. There is risk and reward. Eric Jackson, who is the person who started this whole Open Door thing, is a guy who found Carvana and made like 10,000% on Carvana. He was a guest on the Compound this weekend. And you should listen to that podcast. He gives you the recipe for finding stocks that are 100 baggers. That's it. One of them in a lifetime. If you get one or two of those, they can change your life. Is Open Door going to be one? I don't know. Eric goes over why it could be. The alignment move nobody saw coming. Everyone's talking about the dividend warrants and what they mean for short sellers ahead of the November 18th record date. Go and load this into AI. Or just go and read what Eric says. He's got a thesis. He puts it out there for free. I need to buy the dip on this one. And here's Shy. Brutal retest. For all of these stocks, 33%, 51%, 54%, Duolingo, 48%, BMNR, which I own, 39%. I own a few of these. And yes, they're down that much, and I will be buying the dip. I bought the dip on Meta. But I will tell you, Meta is at its cheapest valuation since April tariff sell-off, where I poured 6 figures into Meta. Okay? My journal over Meta, when I bought the day after earnings at $660 something, my journal says you need to be patient. I made a mistake. Is it going to be a long-term mistake? Probably not. Most likely, again, it's cheaper than it has been. And when I loaded it in back in April at this $500 price, it was just over $500, I believe. I was paying the same price as I did at $600 because the earnings came in strong. The issue is just Zuckerberg buying, spending his money. That's it. So understand what you own. And when somebody says buy the dip on good quality companies like CrowdStrike. The names, the strongest names are just retesting prior highs on this pullback. Boy, look at this daily chart. And we can pull this up. This is a daily chart of a previous high with a pullback and then a retest and a push forward up. That's what happens on good quality stocks. This is a growth stock. This isn't one that you buy based on valuation. We can look at the daily. And you can see, I outlined, excuse me right there, but I outlined that high right there previously. And I said, ooh, that's a resistance in October. It pulled back again. But now we have it as support. So 517, if you get under that 517, go out and buy it. Is it a great buy? Maybe, maybe not. But let's just look at the fundamentals of it. Is it a great one? Well, it says hold in the quant. But it's been a hold forever. What changed? The valuation has gotten worse since 6 months ago. 6 months ago, this stock was at 27% down. Of course, the valuation changed. The growth is not as good. But revenue growth of 23% year over year, that's fantastic. Profitability, 74% gross profit margin. Nothing changed in 6 months there. Momentum went down a little bit because it's not doing as well. 6 months, 3 months, 27%. Revisions, far better. It was an F, but there's only 2 people that brought earnings per share down. Now there's 19 that brought revenue down. Might be of a concern. They report over here on December 2nd. Might be one to put on a watch list because again, as you show support, that might be the support to buy on earnings if you don't have it in your portfolio and you want it in your portfolio. And here's Oklo. This is why I won't buy it. They report today. There's no revenue, no license, and no reactors ever built. It's valued at $17 billion, up over 400% this year. And a sidekick gives you everything. The catalyst, 14 megawatt order book, DOE partnership, Army project, risk, no revenue until 2027. No NRC license, missed the last 3 of 4 earnings, down 35% from October peak. Pure speculation on future developments. That's what Sidekick tells you. That's why it's so good. And we can look at a strategy. Doesn't mean you don't trade it. It just means I'm not sitting there and buying this one on a dip and then holding it for 5 years unless I believe in the thesis. Again, this is incredibly expensive. So stocks like this that you're buying on a pullback, they have the potential to pull back 50%. It's not something that will never go down. Understand the risk that you're putting in. I had to refresh this one. For some reason, it seems to get stuck today. I think it's because I have to log out and log back in. Let's see. Let's go back to Oklo. I'm going to log out. I think it's because everybody... there's a lot of people that took advantage of the Black Friday sale. Let's go back to Oklo. Oh, I think it's, they call this noisy neighbors. Trendspider does. Now, why is it not putting on the buy? Is it because there isn't a buy? Oh, there they are. They're way up there for some reason. I think there's a ton of people looking at Oklo. Oh, it's 9:35. That's why. We're going to put that up. I already logged out. Probably everybody buying the dip on Oklo. There we go. Did they report today? They report after the bell, I think. November 11th. There we go. So the 4-hour algorithm has you out of Oklo. Now, you can look down here. It backtests results. Oklo makes you 902% over the last 24 months if you bought and sold based on the algorithm. You can see a 157% gain. You can see a 31% gain. You can see a 1% gain. You can see a 9% gain. You can see a 7% loss. But it didn't. All last week, you were out. That's the safety of things like the 4-hour algorithm and trading on a technical strategy. It's better than sitting in there and they're going to miss 3 out of 4 earnings and you're going to get killed on it. Again, no revenue until 2027, 2028. No licenses, just words. So maybe, just maybe, NVIDIA will continue this rally. It's the biggest green flag for any stock. The price goes vertical while valuations compress. The real bull market is built on moves like this. And yes, this 158 times earnings, and then all of a sudden this comes down. This is cheaper today than it was back here at $46 a share. Why? Because they have earnings, because they are showing growth. And again, $46 a share to $188 a share sounds great. But what's even better is that earnings, they are increasing. They're exploding. This is why NVIDIA is in my portfolio, and I like it. I like this one way better than I would like Oklo. Now, maybe these are 15 of the most impressive founder-led companies in the market right now. NVIDIA is the top one. And again, I agree with him. He's got Meta as number 5. I agree with him. CrowdStrike as number 6. I agree with him. Tesla as number 7. I agree with him. Nebius, number 8. Yes, I agree with him. Shopify, I don't own that one. 12, Hood. Yes, I own that one. 13, IREN. Yes, I own that one. I own quite a bit of these. Why? Because you invest in good companies with good products, with good profits, and good management. Again, the formula is rinse and repeat. So what if we rebound here? Leveraged ETFs. This is Wealth Adventures, and I really like this guy. I really do. This particular video, it is 12 minutes. He goes over TQQQ. Because if you just look at a monthly chart of TQQQ, let's just go weekly. And you say, okay, I want to see this one on a weekly chart. Because for the we'll just look monthly. Because for the past 10 years, TQQQ has been straight up. Let's go back to a monthly. It has been literally just straight up since 2013. If you bought at $1.11 and today the gains are incredible. It's at 111. And that's not, you could take all the expenses out of this. You gain again and again and again. So is it worth the expense? Well, this goes over what would happen. It's not, I'm not saying, hey, you can't buy and hold this one and make money, but why don't you want to? It's It's about risk and reward. Loading in your entire portfolio into something that's triple leveraged is dangerous. And one of the greatest investors of all time, Charlie Munger, smart men go broke 3 ways: liquor, ladies, and leverage. And that's it. And Trendspider is outlining MicroStrategy, which is leveraged against Bitcoin, down 20% for the year. Over 1 year, IBIT is up 6%. So again, IBIT versus MicroStrategy. Which one do you want to hold in your portfolio? It's about leverage. So don't be one of those people that just leverages the tits. You know, the $30 million guy who leveraged to try and get to 60 million. He's now at 0 because he added leverage. It's not worth it. The risk needs to be worth the reward. And we've got huge earnings this week. Again, from an earnings hub standpoint, you've got big earnings. And here, Seeking Alpha goes over it. One of the big ones I've got this week is Nebius. Plug Power is reporting today. Let's see. Tomorrow, Scene Limited. Wednesday, Cisco. Walt Disney Company on Thursday. Friday, you got quantum computing, which will drive the entire quantum space. So again, understand what stocks you have and where they are. You want them from both a technical, a fundamental standpoint, which Seeking Alpha gives you, and you can get that on Black Friday this week, just not today, but this week. And understand it from a technical standpoint, and you can get that on Trendspider. And if you don't understand technicals, there's 2 ways to do this. You can get the advanced and get the once-a-week training from a product expert, or get the lower tier if it's not in your budget, or get a free tool and just start a conversation with something like Perplexity, something like ChatGPT, and say, I don't understand technical trading. Can you help me? What should I learn? Start a conversation. It literally is your own personalized school. And will it absolutely hallucinate? Maybe sometimes. And that's where I try and tell people, hey, Sidekick is so much better than a general AI tool. Why? Because Sidekick is trained just on Trendspider data. It doesn't go out there and try and say, hey, let's get some of this Twitter stuff. No, it doesn't go to Twitter. It's just on Trendspider. Hey, Reddit, there's opinions on Wall Street bets. It doesn't go to Reddit. It just trains on Trendspider data, which is facts. Because what does Trendspider report on? It reports on unusual options. It reports on the actual price of the stock. It reports on the actual fundamentals of the stock, because they do have like price to earnings, and they do have PEG ratios. They have all of that in Trendspider. So understand the tools that you have. Find your tools. Find your comfort level. We are in a bull market until we're not. And that's the key, to know that, yes, you will get scared out of some markets, but the key point is long-term, buy and hold has won. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Again, everything's on Linktree, and all of the tools that you can get on Black Friday. I will change the thing. Just make sure you bookmark the Seeking Alpha link that I have here or down below. Bookmark it and go back to it, because again, those sales will require the affiliate kind of link, I believe. So if you have any questions, hit me up. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, fucking Jersey. I hate Comcast. Fucking hate Comcast. Okay, let me edit this mofo together. You know what? I'm going to put you on a countdown. I had too much coffee. I'm going to be right back.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading, podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.
Okay, I'm back.
Daily, don't miss a single
Just get the
show.
camera set up. There we go. Scene. Boom. Doot doot. Morning, Sean. Ah, thanks, vacation guy. I think it was. I mean, I think shows are good. Shows are bad. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. I think this one, I'll get some bitching complaints. I've already started to get bitching complaints about I sell too much. It is what it is. I tell people, I say, listen, it's Black Friday and you're going to hear sales, and I could sell so many other things. And that's the thing. I could sell just these two things. And I really want people to take advantage of the Black Friday sales because, oh no. Move to trash. Let's see. I don't want the text. I want to move this into iMovie. There we go. Okay, now let me do. We're gonna auto, and then we're gonna copy, and we're gonna paste adjustments all, and let's make sure. Yep. Okay. Everything should look the same. We're gonna trim some of this. We're gonna trim that. And we're gonna trim this.
A different one.
I gotta go back.
Well, I'm gonna buy it on the 4-hour algorithm, so let's go and look at the 4-hour algorithm right now. We can run this. Right on the 4-hour algorithm. We can
Break.
right now. So here you
Boom.
right now. So here you go. QQQ. It got me out last.
And then we're gonna go here. Then I gotta trim this one.
Log out. I had to refresh this one.
Like
They have the potential to pull back 50%. It's not something that will never go down. Understand the risk that you're putting in.
and we're gonna take that one out.
Putting in. So the 4-hour algorithm has you out of op. Putting in. So the 4-hour algorithm has you out of op club.
There you go. Okay, boom. Now we need to first put that one in. Green screen. We're gonna color. Copy. Paste. Oh, come on. What are you doing?
Saying year over.
No. Okay, we're gonna take that and we're gonna green screen and then copy. There we go. And okay, let's see.
Matter. And Trendspider.
Let's put this.
Matter. And Trendspider, they're having their Black Friday sale. And you can get trials. Last week, it was $1 to try it out for 2 weeks. You could have done that. This week, it's $5. Yeah.
Let's see, we did it at the end here. Okay. And we're going to export. And then I got to do a thumbnail. Alex, you just renew. You don't need to do anything specific with Trendspider renewal. You can contact them, you know, just a little hack. If you contact them, they'll work with you on which level you want, but you're under my program completely. So once you're in the program, you don't get out of the program. There's nothing that you have to do. It's just kind of behind the scenes. I do get, let's see. Please return my call and just ask for Lewis. I don't have a fucking timeshare douchebag. So we're going to block Mr. Lewis. Block. Report spam. There we go. My network is delivered. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my network. I'll be right back. My front door is right. My office is right in front of the house. Damn thing's heavy. This damn thing is heavy. Let's see. No, Daisy, it's not for you. Our most affordable Wi-Fi 7 mesh system. Say goodbye. It's the Eero 7. So I've got quite a bit to go. Okay, let's go and let's look at our Webull account. I haven't looked at the Webull. I think it was down to 12,000 before. It's at 13.3. Let me get back so that this doesn't cover it. 13.3. Not bad. Let me look at my main account. Oh, Fidelity is it's a 6-figure day. It is a 6-figure day. Wow, NASDAQ is up 1.8. Let me see. My Roth is up 2.5. Roth is where I'm extra risky. Rollover IRA, extra risky. My AlphaPix brokerage portfolio is up 3%. AlphaPix brokerage portfolio, remember I just broke that one out. Wow. It doesn't give me a percentage here for like year to date. Let's see, summary. No, it doesn't give me year to date. Gives me 1 month. I'm up 8.9% in 1 month on that one. Wow. No, if you lose anything, Alex, just ping me. The Google Mesh, this was, it was interesting, Chris. I was deciding between TP-Link, Eero, and Google, and they said Google was the most restrictive about customization. And that's what AI said. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of my Nest thermostat. I got rid of my Nest thermostat. I now have Ecobee. And so I don't have Google products in the house. And so the question I had was, hey, if I don't have Google products in the house, the only thing that's Google is my TV. And my TV, it's constantly bad. Oh, that's the one that I think that was a. Okay, what am I gonna do? Make this person the leader of a parade of people throwing money in the air, walking down a typical downtown during a parade. This person should have a cane, be high stepping down the street, and have tassels, be wearing a longer coat with tassels, dragging behind them like a conductor parade with a top hat on. This is a YouTube thumbnail for we'll just go there. Oh, let's just do this for Stock Pick Podcast. So please make it match the aesthetic and leave room for text, but do not add text. Oh, I don't think it yet. The model cannot open links. Okay. Is that a good one? Make the outfit more like July 4th and more of a sideline crowd in chairs. Town. Let's see. Forward ports. Yeah, the Eero, it's heavy. There we go. Okay. That's it. We're going to do this one. Okay, we're going to download this. And then we're going to put this into Canva. And templates. YouTube thumbnail. And I think we'll do I like this. Okay. Customize this one. I like the text in this one. We're going to take that out. We're going to take this out. We're going to take that out. And oh no. Okay, let's take that out. And then Where's my downloads? Downloads. Let's see. Let's see, elements. Flag. Put this one and we'll replace background. Boom. How's that? Let's see. Do. There we go. Investor. We're going to take that out, but we also are going to advanced settings. Okay. And okay, we'll put that there. That looks good. Copy and let's put effects. Then I'm going to put and we're going to go down to Trendspider. Let's put this. There we go. And we're gonna group. There we go. We've got this. And I actually like there we go. Boom. Okay, maybe not the best, but share, download. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to quit that. We're going to go back to Spotfiy, upload this one, desktop, technicals. There we go. Copy that. And then we're gonna go over here. Episodes. I think this is my network that's hanging up. Copy. We're gonna close that. Then we're gonna paste this. Then we're gonna say, go up there. And we're gonna get rid of that. And then we're gonna say, ooh. Okay, let's see. We've got the copy and then episode summary, paste. Let's put this in bold. And copy, upload this one. Promotional, yes. Then we're gonna do YouTube, upload video, desktop. Bull. Okay, boom. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm just doing boring stuff now. Nobody cares about this stuff. You guys have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow. See you, bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.